and there's no real like, Guido sounding Italian American right now.
Yeah.
Maybe Sebastian Maniscalco could have done it. I don't know that there would be but you got to be a movie star.
Right.
You know what I mean? To push those numbers and make $1 billion. That movie made $1 billion. And I want to say, as an Italian American, hire whoever you want. That's my offering to inclusion. Chris Pratt's just fine. We in the Italian community don't give a shit because you can't really be racist against Italians. You're going to make fun of pasta. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. Get whoever you want. You could even get the gal who played the Little Mermaid to play Mario.
What about Black Mario?
Black Mario would have been fine, and there should have been a Black Mario video game. There should be like one mushroom that he hits that turns him into a black guy. So then it's like Thomas Howell in that movie Soul Man, which is fucked up. It's just a dude in blackface, and Radon Chong buys it. Remember this? Do you remember that movie?
Dude, I remember blackface. So yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you were around in the.
I mean, I remember dudes doing it.
Soul Man is the trippiest fucking movie.
Wait, I've never seen this. This is a white guy?
Oh, yeah. There's a movie in the 1980s where C. Thomas Howell goes undercover essentially to go to college, and he pretends to be a black man, and then he hooks up with Radon Chong, who absolutely buys it, and we were all fine with it in the 80s, and that's not a problem in the 80s, and this was a feature film that came out in the movie theater.
Wow.
We have a history of comedy in this country that is hard to reckon with now. But I like to say that I'm grandfathered in because I was on fucking Mad TV in the 90s and the 2000s there, where if you want to cancel me, just watch Mad TV. And then, I'm fucked.
Do you think at a certain point we'll be able to have character where everybody can be whatever? At some point, it should be able to be that way.
I think that the shit's being stretched back so far now. It's like this. I feel like we're all in this weird. It's like I said, these things happen every 30 years. It seems like, with regard to social, just the sand at the bottom of the sea getting mixed up, and before the smoke clears, this social upheaval that seems to happen every 30 years. We are in the middle of it now. We're in a pivotal point in our country and in our culture. And it's my hope that everyone, that what we'll be left with is equality for everybody. And if we can actually, and again, not to sound negative, but I don't think it's possible. As much as I would like to see, but I'm Canadian. We have our problems there for sure. A lot of crimes against the Indigenous First Nations people of Canada, which is just absolutely fucking tragic. We have our problems there with other race relations also as well. But I'm from Canada, where at least the kind of the curriculum as a kid, it was way more multicultural than it is here. I got here and I was like, wow, it's really fucking segregated socially.
Yeah. Oh, we had a scratch and sniff history book, I remember, for a while. Yeah.
See? And the Italian scratch and sniff would have been fucking great. No racism there. Kids would have worn that out just smelling fucking beefaroni or whatever you'd put in an American textbook.
Dude, they just... Go on.
No, I was just going to say we're all fucked. But, the thing about it is I hope with regard to comedy that, the comedy is just fucking comedy. We got to laugh. Gallows humor is really important.
Yeah.
And if we're treating each other well and there's, equality socially and everyone can laugh because everyone feels good about where they are in life, and we are a society that takes care of one another. And, again, I'm from Canada where there's socialized medicine. It's pretty fucking good. And if you're not living in a fucking world where you're allowed to walk around and fucking eat berries and kick a chicken against a tree and, do whatever you want and just build a fucking house without any code or anything like that, if we're going to live in a society where you're born into a fucking system needs to take care of everybody, period. And it ain't fucking happening. And that's going to be my platform. But if that's the case and we can achieve something like that, again, I do not think it's possible at all. We're fucked. Let me just put that in there. I ain't running for office. But if we can do that, then we can start to laugh at absolutely everything again. Right now, people are not wanting to laugh at shit, and they have every right not to laugh at shit because stuff is fucking dire. So you can't go on Mad TV and make fun of absolutely everybody. Although, we had Ari Spears, Deborah Wilson, Phil Lamar.
But it was funny at the time.
Hilarious. Makes me fucking laugh now. Those people that I learned so much about black culture and laughing, with them, and also growing up watching.
Don't you think that most people still just want to laugh? They don't really care.
I think so, but I think it's just like, no one's going to let themselves fucking laugh. You know what I mean?
Now that's interesting. Do we let ourselves laugh?
No,
because do we keep ourselves from? Yeah, we all get on this alert kind of where it's like, don't point at me, don't offend me. I mean, I got upset over the during the last big election thing because the only people that people were making fun of was poor white people, right? And it was like, well, what the fuck did we do? It's like, poor white people didn't even we didn't do any we didn't do race. I'm sure that wealthier white people probably owned slaves. I don't know nobody I knew had I don't think they ever had a slave, or they might have, but I couldn't imagine it, dude.
But it's just, if you look at it generally, totally socially acceptable to make fun of poor white people,
right?
In 2020,
right?
Totally acceptable, and none of it should be acceptable. Unfortunately or fortunately, things do need to be mixed up a bit, and I use the example of in 2020 learning about Juneteenth.
Yeah,
I was like, I was telling black friends, I'm like, never heard of the fucking Juneteenth. I don't know what the fuck that is. What is that? I had no clue that there
was. Most of my black friends have no idea what it is until it came out.
There's that too, yeah.
They kind of launched it a few years ago. I feel like. I mean, I know they didn't, but it's like if you'd have asked any black kid where I'm from what Juneteenth was, they'd have no fucking clue.
Yeah, no, but it's interesting what you're saying about it's easy to make fun of fucking poor white people. I feel like that's another symptom of this social sort of. Again, the silt at the bottom of the ocean getting smoked up.
Do you think we as comedians then we have to be the ones to kind of see where the thing is at then,
I think yes. I think, in your avenue with podcasting and stand up and sort of, I'm primarily an actor, but I love doing weird shit on the internet and doing podcasting and stuff. And also, if I can be responsible for any sort of weird creative shit, if I ever get to work on things and make stuff, it is up to us, but it is also, it's quite a responsibility because it's this bizarre currency of quote unquote cancellation, which some people don't even think exists, which is, to me, it's weird. It's like, well, you just said cancellation. That means that it's a word, it's a term,
right? It
exists. And I think that you have to be a brave comedian to kind of look. It's not fun to just go out there and go, I want things to be the way they used to be in the 90s. That to me personally, as a comedy fan, to me that's hack.
Yeah,
it's like to not push shit fucking forward. Great comedians have a complete, I'm sure you love him. I love George Carlin, right? Just come on, that guy was always years ahead of his time and always shot right down the middle. You knew exactly what he was thinking, and he represented himself completely honestly. I think that comedians who are being 100% honest and not just trying to, be shocking for shocking's sake or say, I should be allowed to say this because I said it in 1995. I think audiences today, that's fine, but your audience is going to be awfully specialized if you just want to be a prick about things and say everyone should laugh at these things that currently people are sensitive about, and for good reason. If you can find new things to laugh about, there are new things to laugh about in our completely fucking bizarre social climate.
Yeah.
It's fucking bizarre. You just said, I got black friends I grew up with that wouldn't have known Juneteenth. That's a joke you couldn't say in 1998 because absolutely nobody knew what the fuck you were talking about with Juneteenth.
Yeah.
But 2020 was a really, was such a rife year of with the pandemic and the, the social.
It got Black
Lives Matter.
Man.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah. So it's like now I think you can, But you got to be smart about it. And I'm not